Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, everyone, and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to a show that you guys asked for, the European Review Show, ladies and gentlemen, because we've had so much European football, so much stuff to talk about, so many things to cover over the last 48 hours, ladies and gentlemen. We've had Man United bottle it against Sevilla. We've got Chelsea getting absolutely hammered by Real Madrid. That was like a training exercise. I can't lie. That was the biggest 2-0 loss I've ever seen in my whole life. That should have been like 9-0 right there. We got City absolutely ruining Bayern Munich. And we have Napoli. Napoli hype, as I called it. Napoli hype. Because every time I tell people, just because the team is at the top of the league, doesn't mean that they're going to be good in the Champions League, and they don't want to listen. Sometimes I'm here to educate, but sometimes people don't listen. I told you, just because Napoli is top of the league, that does not mean that they're going to do well in the Champions League. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, big up to everyone who's joined us right now or watching us on the replay. You guys already know the drill. Make sure you slap the like button. Make sure you subscribe to This is Football if you're yet to do so. Big up everyone. Please like the video. Please subscribe to This is Football. And big up everyone for their support on the watch log earlier. That was elite right there. Big up to Steve, who's also on the panel, who sends any super chat. Big up to you, Steve. Special shout out to you. And big up everyone in the comment section. Like, subscribe, shout out to Steve. And let's introduce the panel. First of all, let me start by introducing the winners of this week. First of all, this man is probably a little bit happy right now. He beat Benfica 2-0. He's probably in the semi-finals of the Champions League already. He's just wondering, is it going to be a Milan derby in the semis, or is it going to be an Inter versus Napoli game? I don't know what he prefers. I don't know what he'd like more. I'm sure he's going to be confident against both. It's been a while since we've had him on the channel. But when it comes to European nights, he's genuinely the first guy I DM because of his ball knowledge. So joining us on the channel is none other than the judge himself, man like Judge Mo. How are you doing, bro?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me on. Absolutely fantastic to be here with you. I'm buzzing. Not expecting that win, but I'll take it. We destroyed, as you said, Napoli hype, Benfica hype. It's a lot of talk, but we beat them away at their ground. So it's just as simple as you will go there and then the big club always win, man. Big clubs always win.
Heritage, as they call it. Heritage, bro.
Yes.
Heritage. Big up to you, Mo, man. Joining us on the channel is another guy who isn't involved in Europe, but sometimes it's good to hear opinions from the outside looking in because he has zero emotional investment in any of these games. But his team is doing well in the league, so we allowed him in, and he's going to be part of the Champions League next season anyway. So representing Newcastle, none other than the man that you guys have seen on the call-in shows. You've seen him in the comment section multiple times. Man like Steve. How are you doing, bro?
Vamos Sevilla, vamos Andalusia, vamos Harry Maguire, vamos Sevilla, vamos Sevilla. No quiero paso la te da. Oh, vamos Sevilla. Hey! Let's go. And second off, Hussam, I support Benfica, so actually Mo did school me. And as at Alkmaar as well, we got bummed by 9th place Anderlecht of the Belgian Jupiler League.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'm not happy. Europe did not go well for me.
How do you support all of these teams? I know I'm going to let Hussam introduce the rest of the panel. But how do you...
I'm passionate. I'm passionate
about all these teams. And you have the Saudi you have the Saudi flag as well behind you, which represent Newcastle as well. So
yes.
Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Joining us on the channel is a man that enjoyed his team having a training session. Super Frankie Lampard came out yesterday and he said, we didn't expect Madrid to be this good. Okay, I mean, didn't realize you thought you were playing Bournemouth or something, Okay, obviously you're playing Real Madrid in the Champions League. What do you expect? You expect them to just not turn up? He's here to answer for his right back's crimes because a certain right back, had he had the game that Reece James had yesterday against Vinicius, you'd have seen compilations, you'd have seen him trend on Twitter, you'd have seen Gary Neville walk up and down the Sky Sports, studio trying to tell him how to defend. So joining us on the channel is none other than the man who really misses the World Cup, man like the Winter Surfer himself. How you doing, bro?
Let's get on with this, man. I got stuff to do.
That is the least energy you've ever come into a stream.
I'm done. Sam, I don't know what you want from me. This, I'm like, put me out my misery, bro. You know what I mean? Put me out to pasture, man. Do you know what I mean? Let's start the summer now. Do you know what I mean? Just leave me alone, man. Just stop.
I hear you.
Stop torturing.
And by the way,
me,
just
man.
before we came live, apparently Mason Mount is going to sign the contract. Let's go. Let me land the
Whatever, man. Whatever.
So, finally, last but not least, probably a bigger main character than Andrew himself. Andrew always catches life. Whenever I invite him on any of these shows, something worse happens to another club. And I was out here. You guys know me. I love doing a watch along. I love doing content for you guys. We're doing the Man United Sevilla watch along, like, oh, this guy's going to be unbearable. He's going to be 2-0 to Man United. Don't have to talk about Ten Hag and all this crap. But thank God, we had a comeback, ladies and gentlemen. And what a beautiful comeback it was. What a beautiful comeback it was. Absolutely unbelievable. Vamos Sevilla. Vamos Andalusia. Dima Al Maghreb. Big up to Nesyri as well for scoring. Joining us, hiding his horrendous hairline as per usual, with the durag and the hoodie, because it was 2 goals today. Jerry, how you doing, bro?
Was that supposed to be funny? That was so poor. That was so poor. That was so shit.
I love how angry you are.
I'm calm. Man, I feel like we lost that. Yeah, man.
Today we will laugh. Trust me. Today we will laugh.
Oh,
but anyway,
let's laugh. It's the European review. Everyone hears.
Yeah, of course. You're in Europe.
Yeah.
I'm not, so they can't even ask me
shame.
anything.
What a shame.
So
let's get into it. Let's get into the
yes,
show.
let's get into it. As you guys can see, you know, we're gonna start with the bigger competition. When it's time for Jerry to speak, we're just gonna do this. But currently, you know,
Brother,
since
that's no competition next season.
We're gonna be this.
You get used
Actually,
to
we're
it.
eight. Actually, we're eight.
Oh, wait,
Eighth.
eight.
Yeah, eighth means no Europe. So big
Wow.
up. Anyway, make sure you guys slap the like button. 120 people in here already. We haven't started yet. Subscribe to This Is Football. 12.5k hit. Big up to you guys. Big up Steve for the super chat as well. Like, subscribe. I want to start in Italy first. I want to start on the other side because I want Andrew to get punished a little bit. I want him to get tortured mentally first. I want Jerry to get even more annoyed. So, Judge Mo, my brother. Inter 2-0 Benfica. A Napoli hype. I warned the people before you go, and I told them just because the team is top of the league does not mean that they're going to do well in Europe. And they didn't want to listen. And they laughed. And now here we are. AC Milan are already 1-0 up against Napoli. I know nothing's over already, but, you know, it's looking peak for Napoli right now and definitely peak for Benfica. So, Mo, talk to the people regarding the Italian side.
The Napoli thing is so simple. You know, when you are, it doesn't matter if Man City are top of the league. It doesn't matter if Arsenal are top of the league. When they go play Liverpool or they go play Man United in Europe, it's completely a different story. It's as simple as that. You can be the best team in your country, but then you go to the Champions League, completely different. And AC Milan are they are one of the kings of Europe. So Napoli will always look at them as the bigger brothers. They will always look at Inter as the bigger brothers. So Milan went to the game. They're not scared of Napoli. Yes, Napoli created a couple of chances, huffed and puffed. They didn't score because they didn't have Osimhen. But Milan will always, as you guys say, the heritage. Yes, the heritage, but also Napoli haven't won a European trophy. It's as simple as that. You can destroy your league and then go to Europe and get beat by simply a worse team on the day, but just a bigger name. And Milan are the bigger name. That's why I said I would rather be Napoli. If I'm going to the semifinal as Inter, I would rather face Napoli than Milan. Because Milan in Europe are bigger than me. They beat me twice in 3 years, in 2003 and 2005, because they have the biggest stature in the thing. Napoli hype is that it's different in the Champions League than the league. And as I say, Napoli are playing fantastic football. Absolutely, yesterday as well, they played good football. But Milan were a couple of days ago, they were effective. That means you can just do all the rounds you want. You can dribble all the time. But Milan was just ruthless. Actually, Milan could have been 2-3-0 up at the end of the game after the Anguissa record. Napoli missed chances. Yes, people want to say Napoli dominated. But Mike Maignan is part of Milan. When the goalkeeper saves a shot, He's part of the team. You didn't hit the post. You didn't miss out wide. It's the goalkeeper just saved it. And Mike Maignan is one of the best goalkeepers in the world.
The
And
best.
It's as simple as
The
heritage.
best. Hey, Hussam, why are you looking at me like that?
Allison exists, but let Mo
So-
finish first.
So, but forget Allison and Mike Maignan. Totally, completely two different competitions, of course. And Mike Maignan play behind a defense that I think is at the moment better than the Liverpool defense, to be honest. And the midfield is better. Like Tonali and Ben Nasser are better than Fabinho and Henderson at the moment. So that's it for Napoli. Guys, I'm expecting still Napoli to go through. However, if Osimhen is not back, without Kim Min-jae, without Nguisa, I think Milan will go through. But it
Really,
all-
even though AC Milan beat them 4-0, I swear, in Serie A as well.
it depends on Osimhen. If Osimhen is back, Osimhen, by the way, Milan beat them 4-0 without Osimhen. And
Yeah.
you have to understand that Napoli already won the league. They don't care about the league. They were already thinking about the Champions League game. But without Osimhen, without Kim Min-jae, without Nguisa, this is kind of the spine. And I don't think they win the game, Napoli. I don't think they come back. Milan will win the game if Osimhen doesn't play. It relies on one player, which is very strange.
So
Which
no
is-
love for Kvicha in the Napoli side.
He's good. He cannot do him by himself. He's great. Listen, Kvaratskhelia is absolutely phenomenal player. But we saw him without Osimhen. It's very easy to pick on him, double on him, triple on him, 3-4, because Raspadori, Simeone, or Elmas, they can't do it all. They can't do it by themselves. I was like, I'm sorry. Kvaratskhelia played against Calabria, one of the weakest right backs in the league. And he was okay. Yes, exciting. But did he score? Did he create a clear-cut chance? No, he didn't. Because he didn't have his striking partner. It's as simple as that. I think without Osimhen, Napoli won't, unless something out of the ordinary. But I'll put my money on Milan if Osimhen doesn't play. But I would say it's about 50-50 if Osimhen plays.
Okay. Anyone else on the panel, guys? This open floor. Chime in whenever you want.
Yeah, I do think, yes, Napoli are very, very reliant on Osimhen. But the other thing that also needs to probably be mentioned is that they didn't even have Giovanni Simeone as well. And for me, Elif Elmas, I've always liked him because he was at Fenerbahce before he went to Napoli. And I've been a huge fan of the guy for a while. He's always excelled to me as more of an attacking midfielder, not as a false nine or a striker. I'm surprised that Spalletti didn't try Raspadori through the middle because I believe he played
He
at
doesn't trust
Sassuolo.
He doesn't trust him.
Yeah,
Raspadori is kind of a bench player, but
yeah, plays off
basically
the
he's
right
not
if
great.
he plays. Yeah,
he's not great. I don't know. Like, to be honest, Napoli are so exciting. They play great football.
yeah.
But to be honest with you guys, like, listen, if Arsenal play in the Champions League, I know that all this Arsenal talk, oh my God, if we were in the Champions League, we would have been in the final. And I tell you, Arsenal might have gone out of the group stage. This Champions League is different story.
Yeah.
It's a different world. It's absolutely a different world. And listen, Real Madrid last season won the Champions League, not being being probably the fifth best team in the competition. They were good for about 25 minutes, the whole competition, and they won it at the
But
end.
in those 25 minutes, how many goals did they score?
But that's the thing.
That's the
about
whole
it.
thing. Yeah, it's
Milan
crazy.
created 3 clear-cut chances. It could have been 3-0, and they weren't even the best team on the pitch. It's everybody knows this. When Heritage comes against bigger Heritage, like Liverpool against Real Madrid, the bigger Heritage win. I know this Heritage thing is real, bro. It's so freaking real. It's unbelievable.
That's
I
why
mean,
I'm kind of.
Go on, Steve.
That's why I'm probably picking AC Milan to win the Champions League. I
Well,
think
that's
I'm gonna.
Big shout.
I think
I
I'm
wouldn't go
gonna.
that far. I can't.
No, I think I'm gonna. I'm gonna put my neck out there.
Not with
I got a
Giroud.
feeling
I'm sorry.
about
Not with Giroud.
I got a feeling about them because, like, I truly believe Mike Maignan. For me, I think he right now is the best goalkeeper in the world, at least neck and neck with Alisson.
But you
At
can say that. He
least
only
neck
played
and
like
neck with
6
Alisson.
games coming back from injury. Like, I'm not going to judge Mike Maignan. Yes, great and everything. The guy played 6 games or 7 games coming back from injury. I'm not going to just.
Oh no! But before that, he was also excellent and doing exactly what
He
he
was
did.
injured the
Okay,
whole season.
here's a question: do they win that Scudetto without Mike Maignan and Tato Roshanu in that? No, right?
No, but that's not the point.
Exactly.
But it's Rafael Leao who won the.
And you could say the same thing about a goalkeeper like Alisson. Does Liverpool win the trophies that they win without Alisson, and you replace him with?
Probably not. Yeah.
Yes. With Van Dijk, I speak. Fabinho and Henderson.
We had Van Dijk to speak with Karius up behind him, and it didn't work.
It wasn't his peak.
There you
Van
go.
Dijk had 6 months in. And I'm
There
sorry,
you go.
Karius is not a goalkeeper, Osam. If you had an okay goalkeeper.
Yeah, but that's
if
the
you had a
argument that
Kepa-
you're making. Okay, well, we saw De Gea today, for example, couldn't save 2 chances. That's the problem.
Today?
So, like, it matters. We saw
Today?
yesterday Kepa.
You're talking about
he's not
today?
Kepa is not a goalkeeper. Yesterday we saw
Oh,
for
Kepa,
Chelsea.
Kepa is an okay goalkeeper.
Did you see the Asensio one? Alisson would have just like caught that with one arm.
No,
like,
Kepa is not a bad goalkeeper. It's not
Okay,
as bad
and
as you
listen-
make him be, but it's...
it is what it is.
He's not worth
So,
the
look,
price tag.
I don't know if Jerry and Surfer want to say anything on that side of the Champions League.
I think in Champions League, I think Mo said it was like when you have 2 teams from the same country. I think you have to count in the sort of like how their league history as well when it comes into it. Or we've seen it before. It's like when Arsenal went up to Liverpool that one year. I think it was 2009, and they got absolutely thumped like 4-1 and something like that. It's just one of those things that happens. I think you can throw form out the window and stuff like that. So Milan, like you said, they battered Napoli about a couple of weeks ago, about 4-0,
4.
stuff like that, and they're more experienced at this stage as well, as a club, as heritage, and like that. So, still was a bit. I thought they should have scored more though, Milan.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest with you, they should have
Yeah.
scored more. They should have really put it. They could have put it out. They could have put it out of sight. So, but if Osimhen comes back, you got to give Napoli still a fighting chance in the second leg, just because he's been on. He's like the best. He's been on red hot form, so you got to give him a chance. So I will
Okay.
do. Don't worry. I will do.
I don't know.
We're gonna run Nunes prop because Benfica lost to Inter. Have some shame, bro. Have some shame.
Gonzalo Ramos was invisible, by the way, that whole game.
He was.
I will
He
say
was.
that. But
I can't lie,
no,
the World Cup hypes up a lot of players.
no.
I said that. I said that.
It's not that.
No.
It's not
It
that.
is
It's
that.
not
It is that. I'm sorry.
Because he's been
I'm sorry.
fantastic for Benfica. Last year he was playing second fiddle to Nunes, and he was coming off the bench and chipping in with a few little goals. And he took a step up this year. There is still work to do with Gonzalo Ramos. I'm realistic about him. He's not worth the money that a club would pay for him right here, right now. He needs another year at Benfica at least to prove any of his potential, because he's got some potential. So
Okay.
I ain't overhyping the
So
guy.
good that you put it this way. He got some potential, but the hype after the World Cup,
Absolutely.
the 100 million and the 90 million stuff that they were talking about.
He
because
scored the World Cup hat trick, so
Abs-
that's the
that's
problem.
it.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah. No, absolutely. That inflated his, and that's what the World Cup does, right? We've seen it before. James Rodriguez, whatever. Like that it is an example of it. So yeah, I would agree. He's not worth 100 million at this moment. Could Gonzalo Ramos be that? Yeah, but it has to be. It has to be. He has to stay at Benfica for at least another season, because I want to see more consistency
he needs
and
the
all
Nunes
that.
season to get a big move. I can't
Exactly.
argue. Yeah, he needs
Exactly.
the Nunes.
So
No,
that,
but
that's my
I
thought
still
on
think he's
Gonzalo.
gonna leave. I think someone is gonna snatch him from the Premier League. It's not gonna be a top 6 club, but someone is gonna take him off Benfica's books in this summer. There's so much talk about
Could
him.
be.
There's so much talk about this guy that he has to go.
Sure.
But Nunes might ruin it for him though, because of the season that Nunes is having. He
Yeah.
might ruin that move for him. People might look at Nunes and like, yeah, no, hold on. Maybe we wait a little, because maybe Liverpool rushed to sign Nunes because there's so much money spent for Nunes for the value that Liverpool got. So maybe they're gonna just wait a little bit. Even Enzo Fernandez, the same thing. They're like, there's so much hype coming from the Portuguese league, and then you spend all that much
Enzo
money.
Lord. if that doesn't prove to you that World Cup tax is real, nothing will. I promise you nothing
Well,
will.
Nunes is good. Enzo is great. Is good, Sam. He's not 125 million. or 100.
No, if the World Cup never happened in December, then that
He's
move
going to be a
wouldn't
50 million.
happen. But
50
anyway,
million.
just let me quickly. AJ is asking. There's no City fan, Hussam. There is, and he's just arrived. And you know, I'm smart. I spoke on Italy first, because this guy has got to speak on Sevilla and he's got to speak on Chelsea. We cannot do the show without this guy speaking on these 2 moments. So joining us on the channel, we've been speaking about football heritage. He thinks he's part of the heritage group, but it is what it is. Man like Hamza the Menace himself. How are you doing, bro? You're on mute. You're on mute. Man. You're on mute.
No. I'm the guy. I said, sorry, guys. I'm the guy. I am the guy from England. I'm the guy that represent football heritage. Liverpool, Arsenal, get out of here, man. Man United, get out of here. I'm the guy. I deserve respect. I deserve respect. I'm
Why?
telling you now. Today,
Why do you
I'll
deserve
get
respect? Why do you deserve respect?
And we're gonna get into it because I can tell Jerry doesn't want to talk about the Champions League. We're gonna let him, for when we do this, we're gonna let him speak. So here's the thing regarding the heritage and everything. Hamza's just speaking about City Bayern, right? I don't think anyone on this panel, or even Hamza himself, expected City to beat Bayern 3-0. That was a massive result that no one expected on earth. So I want to go to Hamza and ask him, like, what happened in that game? What happened at the Etihad?
Listen, I've been saying before, every single year, that Champions League, I deserved it. No doubt about it. I deserved that Champions League. I was the best team in Europe. I was the best team in Europe year after year. And I never got it through a harsh way. Undeserved. I deserved it. People robbed me. Yeah. Chelsea robbed me. Tottenham robbed me. Lyon robbed me. Monaco robbed me. Those frauds. Yeah. I learned my ways. If that's the way you want to play Champions League, we'll play that way. You guys thought I'll play the similar tiki-taka little thing. Get Zinchenko. Oh, Zinchenko. No, I realized. Get rid of the frauds. Number one. Zinchenko. Cancelo. Jesus. Sterling. Bye-bye. I realized the guys who let me down. Bayern Munich, I'll give credit. Bayern Munich and Man City are the best team in Europe. By far. The world, I'll say. By far. They own their own room. We're sitting. Forget Real Madrid. Real Madrid have got the heritage, but no one we don't feel like Real Madrid. Like, oh, we're scared. No, we'll play Real Madrid 100 times. We'll probably lose 5 times. We'll bat them 95 times. But Bayern Munich and Man City, both teams have got excellent teams. Excellent team. The rest, phew, it's a joke, man. Get out of here.
What are you talking about, Hamza? You're waffling, bro. You're talking Bayern Munich. You're waffling. Bayern Munich, this is their worst season. They just sacked their manager, bro. The back room is in shambles. The players are hitting each other. Dortmund is almost winning the league, and you want to come here and tell me Bayern Munich are one of the top teams in Europe?
And this is why Mo is here.
Get out of here, bro.
This is why Mo's here. This is why Mo's here.
You want to just waffle and talk? Yes, you beat Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, if they were as good as you were talking, of course the board would not fire the manager. Sani would not have did this to Mane, and Mane wouldn't have. Manuel Neuer would not have cussed Oliver Kahn live on TV. Come on. Give me a break, bro. They have Choupo-Moting as their main striker, bro. Give me a break. Give me a break, bro.
We made Bayern.
De Ligt, who failed at Juventus tricked him to get De Ligt. Upamecano, who were like there's 5 French center back better than him. Manuel Neuer is 38.
Upamecano had a stinker, Mo. We cannot move past that. Upamecano's performance.
No. Yes, but that's what I mean.
No, if I have to say worst player
against Bundesliga attacks. Give me a break.
Look bad.
You want to talk about Bayern Munich in the Champions League?
Teams look
bad.
No.
I agree with you. No. Nobody
atmosphere in Europe.
Now
we've
now you get it. Now you take that. You take this. It's like
we're not like Liverpool. We're not like Liverpool. We allowed 5 against Real Madrid. We're not like Inter Milan who get thumped to Bayern Munich. You got thumped 3-0. They finished top of your group, 18 points, 2 goals conceded. They thumped your club who sit 5th place in Italy.
Fantastic.
Your club, the 5th.
You're speaking facts.
5th
Let me respond then.
In
Italy. Finish?
Finished. They thumped your club. No, you can't respond.
Let me respond
didn't
to
even score a goal.
Let me respond. By that time, Bayern Munich were 11 points on top of the Bundesliga. You got Bayern Munich almost when they were behind Dortmund. You got Bayern Munich in their worst period of their season. They just find the manager. They lost in the club from Freiburg, and Thomas Tuchel doesn't know his ass from his face. He was looking at Thomas. He's asking, who is the subs? Who do I have as subs? I'm not taking anywhere away from you. You're a brilliant team. Man City destroyed Bayern Munich. But to come here and have the audacity to tell me that you and Bayern Munich are the best teams in Europe, absolutely shameless.
We
And you
are
tell
the
me that
best
you have
team.
the best atmosphere in Europe.
Yeah,
Give me
exactly.
a
By
break.
far.
let me
By
just say one
Give
thing.
me a
Let me
By
just say
break.
far.
one thing.
You know,
By
I'm
far.
not a
No, let me
shameless
just
We
say
got
one
guy.
it
thing.
now.
One
I'm
second,
not
one
a
second.
shameless
Come and beat us
person.
in a
Time
chat.
out,
Come.
time out, time out,
I'll
time
go
out.
Real
One
Madrid
second.
next.
Let me just say one thing. Before I run through Yusuf. See, AJ, he's a City fan. They believe this shit as well. City beats a team that has the best squad in Europe. Akhi, okay, you want to do this? Wallahi, I will do this. Because you
Oh
see
my
me,
god.
I am even worse than you when it comes to shamelessness. So let's go to the Bayern bench.
Oh.
Sadio Mane, Cancelo, Muller, Bunassar, Daily Blind, Ulrich, Schenk, Gravenberg, Matti Stell, Mazraoui, and Stanisic. Oh, what a
You
squad.
don't know.
Now let's look at the City
guys.
Look at
squad.
that time.
One second,
Gravenberg.
let us do this. Dagiga, because they want
Gravenberg
us to do
barely
this.
plays for Bayern München.
One second, let us do this.
Barely.
Julian Alvarez, Kyle Walker, Calvin Phillips, Laporte, Ortega, Sergio Gomez, Riyad Mahrez, Maximo Porone, Scott Carson, Cole Palmer, and Rico
Cole
Lewis.
Palmer.
That squad
Look at the
is
look at Rico
infinitely
Lewis.
clear
Cole Palmer.
of the Bayern Munich side. Hamza, there's a reason you're laughing. And second of all, I will allow any shamelessness, but do not lie. Do not come up here and talk about best atmosphere. I agree.
Best, by
If we're
far.
talking,
You
no, hear
haven't
me out.
been there.
Hear me out. If we're talking about Premier League, then I don't think any Big Six club can speak to the lower. The lower ones
Yeah,
have the best
yeah.
atmosphere.
Exactly.
But on a
No.
Champions League night, if we're not being shameless or being real,
No,
everyone knows it's Anfield.
No,
Every
no.
manager on
You've
earth,
lost it. You have
Hamza,
lost it. Hussam,
Hamza, 1 second.
You never
let me
had
land.
it.
you've
Hamza,
lost
your
it.
own manager came out and said in a Spanish interview, Anfield is Anfield. And he spoke on the 3-0. And he says how you feel the whole crowd just sucking you in the stadium. No one goes to City and feels that. The only thing the City fans do is they do the Poznan. They turn around and start jumping. That's a Polish thing. Let the Poznan fans do it.
I watched
how can
Lech
you have
Poznan play Fiorentina
how
today.
can you have
They
a
did the
plastic
Poznan.
celebration as well?
When's the last time we
Hamza,
lost
Hamza,
in,
let me.
in
I'm
Etihad?
gonna ask you something, Hamza.
When's the
difference
last time
between
we lost in Etihad?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But you're
2018.
talking about atmosphere. That because your team is strong.
But
It doesn't mean it's the
atmosphere.
atmosphere, Hamza. That's because your
Atmosphere.
team is strong, not because the atmosphere. That
When we
your team is
see
strong.
Blue Moon, you saw me standing alone. I swear, I know. It was rocking. It was Upamecano's making mistakes because the fans were on him.
I
We
love
were
you, bro.
cheering.
I swear to God, I love you.
See,
I love you.
I swear,
swear
I
to God,
felt it.
I
I
love you.
felt it.
You'll always
And you
find
can't
a way out.
accept it.
That's the
It
problem.
hurts you so much. It
Upamecano.
hurts you. It hurts you guys so much. It hurts you. Because you know what? You are 2-0 up against Real Madrid. Give me the atmosphere. Tell Real Madrid to come here. Watch what we'll do to Real Madrid. Real Madrid have come to our stadium. They've come to our stadium last year.
Too
We
early.
rocked them.
Don't speak early,
PSG.
Hamza. Don't speak
PSG
early.
have come to our stadium with Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar. We've rocked them. Now Bayern Munich have come to our stadium. We've rocked them. Who's next? Real Madrid are next. It's the atmosphere. Big up Man City
Hassan,
fans.
can I ask you
You've
something?
been put down, but it's the jealousy.
Hassan.
Now, this year, one
No one's
I'm not- let
jealous
me
of
tell
your
you-
atmosphere.
Hassan,
bro. There's more
before we
atmosphere
talk,
on
can I
this
ask you
panel.
something, Azam? Can we
Go
not
ahead.
have anybody talk more than 30 seconds? Because Hamza can talk from here until the end of the show.
He does do. I can't lie. Hamza's monologues are elite. Listen, does anyone want to say anything on City Bayern before we? Actually, let me
Yeah.
just run through the super chats because I think they're also related.
Yeah.
Midway says City beat a team that has players that fight each other. I can't lie to you, bro. That whole like Mane saga. I'm gonna be real with you. Listen, if I speak, I'm in trouble because they'll tell me I have a Mane agenda. So I would rather be quiet, and I just move on peacefully because I don't want problems. I don't want problems.
No.
with anyone.
Hussam, let's call a spade a spade. Sadio Mane has been woeful for Bayern München this season. Woeful. And I watch the
always the
Bundesliga regularly.
Yeah. The
It's been
grass is always
terrible.
green.
Someone said it in it, not me in it, but I agree with that person as well in it. But I didn't. I was not the one that what I'm saying.
Here is the
You
thing
were
about the
I am
grass is always
tripling
greener.
down on Sadio Mane being a system player.
And again, this system, the grass is always greener because they have Salah, and Salah isn't like performing to the levels of 30 goals a year or 25 goals a year. They say, but Sadio Mane is better. Sadio Mane was the one holding the team. If Salah was the one who left and Liverpool in the same place, you're going to say, oh my God, it was Salah. It's always greener. And the other side, people always look at what they don't have. And they're like, I want that toy. I want that toy. It's exactly what is going on. Sadio Mane is a great player, fantastic for Liverpool, but it was time to move on. Just move on. Why you're crying over Sadio Mane, every Liverpool fan?
Why are the comments
I
crying
agree.
about this injury when he was crap before the injury as well?
100%. 100%.
And
Big up
regarding
to
that
Majid
super
who
Just
says,
saying.
Preach Hamza. 1 second. Preach Hamza. Don't let them forget when Mourinho made the term football heritage. He was
Saying.
talking about City.
It was my club. He talked about my club. He said his heritage. He didn't say anyone. He said that's football heritage. And let me tell you, the reason why Upamecano was poor, we made him look poor. The reason why Sadio Mane and we made them fight. City will make you lose your mind. When you come, you came to Anfield. You came to Etihad. You came to Etihad. You saw that you won them up. We rocked you. Fan base when we got up. The team believed. The team believed. Look at Greenish. Look at Ake. It's the atmosphere. The atmosphere has changed in Etihad. And this is why we're gonna be champions. I'm sorry to say that. But Bayern Munich are a great team. I'll give them credit. They would have beaten Liverpool probably 5-0. Easy. They would have beaten Liverpool. Inter Milan's a joke. Get up. Give me in the final. Inter and AC and Napoli can join together. I promise you, City will beat them. They can do a super team. I will beat them. That's how confident I am. I promise you I'll see in the final. If I see in the final, you're taking minimum 4. This City team has just beaten Dortmund. They've just dumped Leipzig 7-0. With you guys, Vardy is the best centre back in the world. 7. Get out here. Get out here. Sit down on the
Are you
floor.
going to say anything about the game? Are you going to say anything about the game?
Yeah, he's not said anything about the game.
Can you talk to me about
The
Pep
game?
Guardiola
Let me
talking
tell you,
about
the game, I was nervous. I thought, I respected Bayern. But I knew the key thing to this game, people said, oh, Bayern will cause you havoc. I said, no. In my understanding, the midfield and defense is key. We've been letting goals a lot before. Let me tell you, this game, Hassan, we were letting go silly goals for some against Tottenham, against Chelsea, if we had Zinchenko left back and we had Cancelo right back, Hassan would have lost that game. The team is more structured. They are absolutely foundational.
I can't lie. Ake and Akanji both fantastic. Both of them.
That's what Hussam, John Stones, fantastic. Think about the play.
Yep.
Coleman said, I said it last week. The best left back in the world is Ake this year. No doubt. Guess what? Coleman, 25 minutes. He goes, I want to switch. Coleman will say, I want to switch that side. Left back Ake has proved people wrong. Jack Grealish has shamed up the fan base who are rival. He was brilliant. Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva. I'm gonna say it today. I said the only player that's world class in my team was Kevin De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva was world class. My team was absolutely, and we should have won by 5-0, 6-0. Bayern were lucky not to be 6-0 down. I'm saying now, we had header being cleared off the line. Gundogan missing a 1-1 that hit Soma. We had chances, Hussam. They didn't have chances, Hussam. We were that special. People have to give credit to City and say, this City team, 14 games to go. 14 more games, and inshallah, I can get my treble. I've counted 14 more games.
Okay.
I'm going to be humble.
Guys, look, we're half an hour. We still haven't. Let me just discuss the other two games. Before that, let me just run through the super chat. Big up Albert says, Hamza chewing all the way from your own farm is a bad business model. Hamza needs a slap from Mane. For your information, we are now linked with Florian Neuhaus.
Borussia Mönchengladbach.
I would have a genuinely rant level meltdown if we go sign Florian Neuhaus because I don't know what I do to myself. Don't even.
What? No.
No, yes. Because this is the review show. We're not here.
I know you want the other. Hussam. I know you want.
To do this. I'm not here to do this right now. I ain't trying to talk transfers.
You want a certain Frenchman from Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Leave that for some other time. Albert, this Saturday call-in show, inshallah, at 10. Big up to AJ who says, Rodri showed on Tuesday why he's so clear of an ADM. I think he's definitely 1 or 2, 100%.
He's the best. Who else is better than him?
No, I'm saying he's 1 and 2. Him and Partey are the best.
No, name the best DM in the world now.
I'm just saying him and Partey.
a lot of DMs. It's different. Okay, do you want to talk football or you just want to
talk about football?
Okay, talk about football. It is again, it's Rodri playing in a system that allows him to have the ball most of the time. Defensively, numbers don't lie. The likes of Casemiro, it depends on who plays next to you. Casemiro, by numbers, have the most tackles, the most interceptions, and that's there's two different types of footballers. A footballer that runs the game, like the Pirlos, the Brozovic, the Rodris, the Busquets, and a footballer like the Makalilis, even Fabinho. Fabinho was the one that had balance last year, both of them. Rodri is absolutely a fantastic footballer, can read the game, can run the game from deep. But Rodri is a slow DM, doesn't intercept well. He doesn't intercept well. You guys have to admit that Pep Guardiola is the best coach to create a system that makes his players actually play with comfort. Very good. Yes, Rodri is great. Scores a goal with the left foot. Absolutely world class goal. But you got to understand that football is not only about going forward. There are a lot of aspects. If Pep Guardiola leaves tomorrow and you get another manager, you might need the likes of Fernandinho again. You might need a guy like Fernandinho that will like to break the play, interception, and tackles. And you guys were big in Fernandinho before Pep, because Fernandinho was the guy that was break the play, intercept, tackles, and save them defense sometimes. That's what you guys talk about. Rodri, it's the same as Busquets. Busquets defensively, all his life was suspect. Busquets, all his life, but he was absolutely a phenomenal guy on the ball, one of the best. But that's totally different. Gattuso, Pirlo, right? That's what you guys want to talk about. Because you have Pep Guardiola, he looks absolutely fantastic. He doesn't have to defend us.
I disagree more. There was a. I'll give you an example. There's a one DM that people never used to rate. And I said, I've watched him off the ball. And he read Gilberto Silva. He would never make tackles. He was very clever. Like Rodri. They don't make tackles. But what they do, they sit on an angle. They know where you're going to pass. They intercept a lot. Rodri does a lot of that. He does smart fouling. He picks up the ball. He sits in the defense. You can see he picks up. He's our engine. More. He's the only player, is the key to City. If we have Rodri injured more, we've lost everything. Because there's no replacement more. We don't. He
100%
does so much
agree.
in our
100% agree.
He's so underrated, like players like Makelele, Gilbert, who people never realize until you lose them. He's brilliant defensively. He intercepts the ball without tackling. He doesn't tackle. He will intercept the ball. He sits on an angle. Watch him off the ball.
I agree with Hamza regarding IQ. That's what puts Rodri for me.
Yeah,
like his
intelligent. He's very intelligent.
Yeah, he's very intelligent. Look, let me just run through those. Let me just run through the super so we can move to Chelsea, Man United.
Gilberto Silva was rated. Don't do this rubbish. Gilberto Silva was rated at the time and afterwards. Do not do this rubbish, okay?
Before beginning. When he came to Man's Arsenal, what he does, he sits at. Go watch Gilberto Silva.
I watched Gilberto Silva. I know what I'm talking about.
But they don't slide tackle. He doesn't. Rodri would hardly slide tackle.
Tackle doesn't mean slide tackle.
No,
means you're in the right place.
Guys, listen, let's not do this. I think everyone here understands what Hamza's saying. Like, he's saying they're more smarter than, like, rash and stuff. But I hear it. Akanji has been a better signing than Lisandro. I bigged up Akanji so much, AJ. I bigged up Ake as well. I think these two, alongside Stones, deserve credit. And listen, let me not speak on the Man United centre backs because people will get angry. What Pep has done with the team tactic-wise, playing with 4 centre backs, having one of them play a hybrid midfield role like Spalletti, Seb, you speak on Pep, you clap. AJ, look, I've given massive credit. I know you were there on the watch-along as well. I'm very impressed with John Stones this season. I think he's having a phenomenal season. I think the fact Ake is playing left back and you don't miss Cancelo, who's one of the most forward-thinking, like brilliant, winger type fullbacks in the world. I think that's something that definitely is a massive addition as well to Pep and the work he's doing at City. Big up Myself, she says, system player that has an AFCON.
Yep.
Hussam has a Mane agenda. Here, see, I didn't even speak and they told me I have an agenda. Bayern fans don't attack either Ribéry nor Robin. Mo has no African legacy. Abu Treka clear. I mean, here's the thing. If we're defining legacy just via one trophy, then it's looking peak. Because if I tell Winter Surfer now, that Drogba has no legacy because he don't have an AFCON, he'd come to Jordan and slap me in the face. So let's not sit up here and lie
I'm
legacy
booking my
is not
ticket right
just
now.
via that one trophy. So have a little bit of shame.
Yeah,
But I do agree.
exactly.
Abu Treka, this is definitely clear. If you watched
Yeah.
Abu Treka, you know Abu Treka is a different animal. Albert says, Qat keeping me. No way you're mentioning drugs, bro. Look at this guy. Keeping me going like Hamza the Energizer Bunny. How you talk about drugs like that? To be fair, Qat is level C drug, so it ain't anything harmful, but big up to you. And then AJ finally says, Rodri had the most interceptions on Tuesday. Listen, man,
True.
I didn't insult Rodri. I'm saying he's 1 and 2. Him and Partey can fight out. But I think their ball playing ability is the reason why I have to put Casemiro third, because I think they just bring more to the game than Casemiro does. But anyway, look, we're halfway through the show. We're going to go into Chelsea, and then we're going to go into Man United. Get out, Man United. Everyone watching us right now, 220 people watching us. Make sure you slap the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Big up to Messi FC, Saturday, Shamojis, Albert, Midway, AJ, and Steve for the super chats. Big up to everyone. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. I don't want to keep stopping the show to say it, so slap that like button now. Subscribe to the football. So, Mr. Andrew.
Yeah.
Real Madrid 2.
Yep.
Chelsea 0.
Yep.
Lord. Reece James, Chilwell, Fofana, you know, the midfielders.
Just name the I'll get
Joao
I'll say
Felix,
just the whole
Lampard.
team. Just the whole
Hussein
team.
says Hamza one-man army. This is why I love Hamza. He just represents City to the fullest. He's ready to lie till tomorrow just to defend Man City. But Andrew, tell me, brother, what happened at the Bernabeu?
First of all, positive. He changed the formation. I didn't think he was going to do that or was smart enough to do that. First of all, because he loves his back four, 4-3-3 all the way. They tried to counter attack in the first 10 minutes. Felix had a chance, but the usual Felix thing, can't finish. Do you know what I mean? How you allow Militao to even get with you, you know, after having that so much on him. It's one of those things. Kante, if you are going to any ground, anywhere in Europe, and Kante is the one leading the charge from midfield trying to initiate attacks, then you're in trouble. Do you know what I mean? You are in trouble. Because you shouldn't expect that of him. There was one bit where we had the run and he had the ball and Sterling had made a perfect run on the right hand side. He was free. But Kante didn't notice him because he's got no awareness. He's got tunnel vision. And that's not on Kante. That's just Kante, right? He's not supposed to do that. But then the inevitable happened. You know, they went 1-0 up. People are trying to really blame Kepa for the first goal. I'm not going to be that harsh on him. It's really the tracking of the defenders, really. The second goal, totally on Kepa. That was a side foot outside of the box that was barely. It wasn't even a hard shot. I've seen harder pass backs than that, really. Going forward, we had a chance in the first half. Sterling missed, but that's what a top quality goalkeeper does. When they don't know asked to do something. Courtois did that one thing, and that was it essentially. Reece James had one of his worst games ever because him and Chilwell were asked to be our attacking wing backs, but there was no one up there to give the ball to. However, they left space behind them. Fofana did his great Upamecano impression. So it was just a terrible performance.
You ain't gonna speak on Reece? Get to it.
I did. I just spoke of Reece. But Sam, do you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to blame others for my right back's performance. Reece had a terrible game. He had probably his worst game I've ever seen Reece play. He had his worst game I've ever seen him play.
Who blames others for other right backs? No one blames others.
Come on, Sam. Man.
We blame him all the time, man.
You are the best. You know what? You should be Trent's defence lawyer because you would defend him for everything. Do you know that? And
I do defend Trent.
Yeah, exactly.
I won't even
you
lie.
for that. No,
but the reason I defend Trent is maybe you don't do this, but other people don't keep the energy the same. The people who don't support my or your club, they don't keep the same energy.
You're right. You're right. Listen, usually the last few times he's played Vinny, he's pocketed him. He hasn't done it this time. Vinny terrorised Fofana as well. As soon as he got that yellow card, he was just done mentally in the game.
Your best centre back was Koulibaly for me. I can't lie.
Oh yeah, but then he got injured, didn't he? So
yeah, he did.
I actually think that this Reece James slander that is happening is just because it's Reece James versus Trent. The one that we should talk about more is Wesley Fofana, who Chelsea
Yeah.
spent 70 million pounds
Yeah.
on, and he looks like a centre back that doesn't even know how to stand his feet against anybody. It didn't matter if it was Camavinga going on him, he dribbled him
True,
easy.
true.
I'm like,
Yeah.
70 million. You pay. I'm sorry, Reece James at the end. Reece James, Reece and Trent, all the talk. He had a terrible game. But
Yeah.
what about the 70 million centre back that Leicester City didn't want to budge for that 70 million pounds?
Yes. So
And he's the future of centre backs at Chelsea. Is that the level that Chelsea are going for now? 70 million for this, 80 million for that, and they show us these levels. That's
So
what you
the
should talk about.
Yeah, the issue with Fofana is it's not the first time he's gone in rash. Whether that's been he's got booked or he's been taken out and he's scored a goal and stuff like that. Of course, yeah, you play for Leicester because you're not watched a lot and you have good games. You're heightened up now. Let's see what he does if we get an actual proper manager in who can coach him in defence and stuff like that and see what he does. But on just yesterday's game, yeah, he had a terrible game. If we single out Wesley Fofana, absolutely, he had a terrible game. His decision wasn't very good. He was, him and Reece were supposed. I don't know what was happening on the right hand side, but there was big gaps. He was left to fend off Vinny, and if Vinny's in this form, you need at least two players on him at all time to try and stop him. That wasn't happening. His decision making wasn't very good, and it's not very good at this moment in time. We've seen he's got in rash a few times this season as Fofana.
Can you talk a little bit to me about Fofana? Yes, he was dribbled. Thiago Silva. I kept talking about this over and over again. You're going to the Champions League, and on paper, you are telling me that your best centre back is a 38 years old, going 39, and you want to go against Benzema. He covered nobody. He didn't cover Koulibaly, didn't cover Fofana, didn't cover Reece James, didn't cover Kukurea when he came on. Thiago Silva, yes, was good, great. You won the Champions League with him. It's time to freaking move on. 38 years old, just get somebody else. Why are Chelsea fans clinging to this?
Because without them, they're a relegation side, arguably.
This
season.
Hang on, Steve. In this crap upon crap upon crap season, he's the only one. He's the only one of very few, if not the only one, who performs to a certain level, right? Even if others are rubbish, or even if others are rubbish beside him.
No, I'm saying who's the good one?
That's I'm trying to figure.
Thiago Silva. He's looking at Thiago Silva and telling me Thiago Silva's good. You're 12, my man.
No, but that doesn't. It's not all just on one player.
No, it's not on him. It's on the whole system. But him as an older player in the defense, him as someone who should lead that. I actually think Thiago Silva he's okay. He was a good defender at Paris Saint-Germain. You got him. You won the Champions League. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's time to move on. Let's go to another person. But you hang out to him and now you give him he is the leader for your team, but he's not.
Let me just say this.
Sergio Ramos at Paris Saint-Germain is the same, by the way. It's the same thing.
Yeah. I said this. I've said this quite a lot in the past. I don't think Thiago Silva is also to blame for being for not leading. Okay, he's also when anything that happens to this Chelsea adversity, he doesn't step up either. As great as he has been, he doesn't step up, which is one of the flaws that he has. None of them have actually stepped up, but he's not stepped up. You're absolutely right. In that type of situation, when you're supposed to galvanise when you go 1-0 down, you don't see that from him, and that's one of his flaws that you don't see, and that's one that we need. We need type of players who will galvanise something like that, but he doesn't do that, and so. If you're asking, then you give him the captain's armband, you're looking for leadership in that type of situation. He doesn't show enough of that at all. What I've seen, when the going's good and he's playing well, and we've played well in the past, brilliant. They don't have to do much because everyone's playing well. When it comes to adversity, they all shrink.
Andrew, is the tie over now?
Oh yeah, it was over before. Yeah. For me, it was over before it started.
No, how are you saying this? You had three
clear-cut
chances.
No nonsense. Like, he just don't give a shit. Like,
three clear-cut chances.
Okay.
If you had a striker next to Joao Felix, you could have won the game.
Okay.
If Raheem Sterling was a football plawer that knows how to deal with the ball, you could have won the game.
Okay, but we don't. But the thing is that the important word there was if. If we had a striker, we don't. That's the problem, isn't it?
But that means you can create. That my point
Yeah,
is you can.
and also, but also it's also a tactic as well. That's what I said yesterday. If you're asking N'Golo Kante to be your main out trying to create, then what the hell are you what the hell do you expect? You don't expect the forwards to even like move that much. You expect Kante to like dribble the ball and stuff like that. And also, if you're doing a wing back system where you're going to ask your wing backs to try and create a cross in, who are they crossing into? They're crossing into two midgets. Do you know what I mean? What is the point of that? Do you know what I mean? It's just one of those things that I don't expect us to go through. All that crap he was talking about yesterday about special things at Stamford Bridge. Shut up, man. You just don't know what you're talking about, this manager. But he thinks he's playing himself. He thinks like we're going to have like a Drogba night.
You'd be better off if you play him in front of goal than Joao Felix, even at his age. I'm gonna tell you right now.
But what I'm saying is like I don't.
All this dribble look aesthetically pleasing. Havertz, Felix, all these guys in front of goal, they shit their pants every time. Like.
But also, it's not. Real Madrid didn't even have to really get out of any gear yesterday. Do you know what I mean? They just. Even when they went 2-0 up, they didn't really have to try.
Well, they were in cruise control. Yeah.
They were. Yeah, exactly. They were in cruise control. They had that one chance really at the end where Benzema headed it over. That probably would have. Yeah, obviously that would have killed the tie in some people's minds. But the tie is over, bro. It's just we don't. We can't. We had one shot on target against Wolves. Why would we have any chance against Real Madrid, even if it's at Stamford Bridge? You know what I mean?
You lost to Southampton as well at home.
Yeah, we don't need to go through everything. I know what I've done this season. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. It's like I don't expect the team. Why? That's why I'm not like really angry because I don't expect my expectations of the team are so low that it doesn't. I'm just numb to this now. Do you know what I mean? It's like. So
the Lampard interview for me was the funniest. We didn't expect Madrid to be this good. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Didn't realize you thought he was
He's
playing
having fun, Osam. He's having fun. There is no pressure on him. They told him, go to this dressing room, manage these games. We're finding another manager. Enjoy yourself and have a party with the players. There is no pressure on him. He knows that there are no consequences.
No, I like the way they went, he's going to go in and galvanise the team. He ripped it to shreds. When he left, so why is he going to galvanise his team? It's just the language used, and it's like people. This fan base, I hate some of this fan base. They are like, they will have the Men in Black moment, the flashing thing that makes the memory go like that. Yeah. Oh, Lampard's coming in, it's going to make a difference. Why? He managed us for 2 years. Why would that make a difference now?
Let's not do that right now, Steve. Relax. Let's not do that. Let's not say her name on the strip right now.
I didn't do anything.
No, but it's just. And anyone
Jerry,
thinking.
Let me ask Jerry a question because he's been quiet 49 minutes and 30 seconds. This is the quietest he's ever been. I know you're in the sewers right now, but I want you to take someone down to the sewers with
you. No, never. I can never.
What are you saying on the Chelsea Madrid game?
We're already in the sewers. What do you mean, take us to the sewers? We're already there. What do you mean?
Welcome to the gulag, my brother.
Gulag, permanent residence at the moment. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, the Chelsea game. All my Chelsea mates, I try banning them every single week, but they keep telling me, I'm just focused on the Champions League. And obviously, we saw yesterday, just no bite, no fire, nothing. I was watching the game. Yeah, the setup was different, but I was just thinking, how the hell are they going to score? Because that 5-3 and then Felix is turning up front. Obviously, Felix had that chance in the first 5 minutes, but apart from that, there was no impetus to score. And I thought, Real Madrid, they were cruising, man. They didn't even need to play well. Got the 2 goals, and yeah, man, Chelsea are fully in the mud. Like I know they're excited about the new manager coming in. He's got a big job. Like it's going to be it's.
You're being too kind, man. You're being too kind. We're in the shit. We're not in the mud.
Yeah,
we're totally in the shit.
It's a huge job, and I feel sorry for the next manager. Obviously, people like to laugh at Chelsea. This is what they deserve after years of Abramovich and whatnot. But just putting myself in if I was the manager coming in, like, how do we fix this? Like, there's too many players coming back. Like, do we? We're in the league. I think are they getting Europe? I don't know what the plan is. The plan for Chelsea, I have no idea how they fix this. Is it a project manager again, or is it quick fix? Like, what do you do? Like, so for me,
let me tell you. This is a spoiler for next season. I won't be on any one of these European shows next season. Sam probably won't even run them because our clubs aren't in Europe next season. You know what I mean? We're not there. We are. That's what I'm saying. In Chelsea fans, record that Champions League tune to your phone, right? Because you
Here
might
we
not
go.
hear that for a few
This
years.
guy, bro.
I'm just saying, you might not hear that for a few years. Once a week football might happen for the next couple of years, which might be fine.
That's why you need Antonio Conte.
Steve, I'm going to uppercut you right now if you say that name one more time. Right? I swear to God, right? Antonio Conte, I will uppercut you, right? I've experienced Antonio Conte. I don't want that again. Okay? Oh, actually, maybe no. Maybe you're right. Once a week football would probably actually be good for
No,
him.
I'm saying
Maybe
straight up, give him a 1-year contract and then be like, okay, bye.
Yeah, exactly. We just wanted to concentrate on the league and maybe you'll be fine. But
This
No, I'm
squad-
serious. That's
this
what I would
squad
do.
Is built for Antonio Conte 2-year contract. Get it done. Get it over
1
with.
year.
I don't think this squad is built for Antonio Conte whatsoever.
It is absolutely 100%.
Too young.
Then
Too
there's
young.
the wing backs,
Too young.
There you
and
go.
Raheem
No.
Sterling, and
It's too young. It's too young. It's too young.
He
Anyway,
could turn
doesn't matter.
Cucurella into a demon.
know
I
he
do
doesn't.
think
I'm
that
not
about
gonna get
Conte.
into this argument. I said that many times that I think the right choice now is to get rid of that virus of like I want a long-term project. You were never a long-term project.
Yeah,
club.
yeah,
You were
I
the-
agree.
You're the most
agree.
successful club in the last 20 years in
I
England
agree.
by being, hey, come in, win something. You lose, move on to the
But
next
have
one.
they run out of short-term managers though? Who is next? Honestly, who?
They
Give
exhausted
me a
everybody.
solution now.
Maybe they run down the list again. Maybe they like, get the list from the beginning.
Because
again.
you know they ain't gonna get Conte again. So who?
No,
Give me
he
a
was
name.
on the short. He's in talks with them. That's
Bro,
the real report
Conte
from
is on
Italy.
every short
I am
list. You know
serious. I am
Joachim
serious.
Löw is unemployed.
Go to La Gazzetta dello Sport. There is a report that he's in talks with Chelsea again. Because Luis Enrique wants
If they get
guarantees.
Conte, I'm getting Andrew on the channel for a 2-hour special where he just goes shout. Telling you right now.
Dude, Luis Enrique wants long-term like stuff guarantees. He wants guarantees that nobody is gonna like get involved or something. Nagelsmann wants the same. So they're like, no, Todd Bowley is like running an NFL thing. It's like, no, I'm gonna choose the players. You're on the pitch.
How are you saying Simeone when Simeone's been a longer manager at the same club than even Klopp or Pep? He's managed Atletico for like 12 years now. bro.
Simeone would be
What?
perfect for Chelsea.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he ain't
perfect.
short-term.
Nobody, Chelsea are not gonna
Perfect.
pay him 40
Well, yeah, exactly.
million.
That's true.
He's
And
gonna be an
Simeone ain't
idiot. till
short-term
he-
either. Don't
Then
get me
again, how
twisted.
much should
No,
they
he's
give
not a
Graham
short
Potter?
term. He's a long term.
Yeah,
he's a
he's
long-term
long-term.
manager.
How much
And
should they give
yeah,
Graham Potter?
because
Though?
the
They
reason why
give-
he suits Chelsea
big
is they
cost.
don't
Not
care about
fucking
the style of
43 million. Oh, so, yeah. Only paid him
Again,
off
like
for
your
13.
next manager, you've got to give him like a 1-year contract or some shit.
I
You can't
swear,
be-
yeah, I say this.
you can't be on that 5-year
Yeah, exactly.
contract stuff.
With
Yeah,
an
no, it's
option
fine.
with an option for 6 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know who give Potter that contract right there. I
also-
can't like
I
Potter
also-
now. Anytime I go into like richest managers on earth, if Potter ain't number one, I'm binning that list because that's a lie right there. My man's sat on 55 million in the bank, just chilling in the
say
Bahamas,
to
laughing his way. You know, the players are like calling him Harry Potter behind his back. He's laughing his way to the bank.
Man
He
used to
don't
get
care.
500,000 a year like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
No,
he
look.
won the lottery. He won the lottery. He literally won the lottery. That's what happened. So
I see a question.
Hamza, are you here or are you gone?
He's gone. He's gone.
Is Hamza
I see a
gone?
question in the chat that's very crucial to this conversation, Andrew.
Yes.
Here's the question: Is Simeone proper Chelsea?
That's a fantastic question, Andrew.
proper.
Final question for me.
Okay, so I would like everyone to know proper Chelsea didn't exist before 2021. I just want
Yeah,
everyone to
yeah,
know that. Okay, proper Chelsea is a disease like top reds, like stuff like that. It's a disease. Okay, I don't give a flaming doodah if you're proper Chelsea or not. Just do your goddamn job. Do you know what I mean? Oh, all this, this new thing. Oh, when you're going after a transfer target, he supports the club. I don't care if he supports the club or not, or something like this. Oh yeah, he loves the club. No, he loves his bank account more than the club. Something like that. Just get the job done. I don't care. I really don't care. If Potter worked out, I wouldn't say he's proper. If Potter worked out for us. Okay, so Frank Lampard's proper Chelsea. Do you want to keep Frank Lampard? No, you don't want to keep Frank Lampard as a manager.
Do you
Okay?
think Drogba and Essien and Mikel and Robin and all these guys supported Chelsea? They didn't support
Of
Chelsea.
course, they didn't even know of
They don't
Chelsea
care,
before they
but
got
they
Roman
did their job.
Abramovich.
I agree with that completely. I don't know if you agree with this though. Chelsea fans are pleading for Reece to get lipo. I can't lie,
This is
bro.
a new thing. Yeah, this is a new thing.
I can't lie to you, bro. This Reece James has been getting hammered on social media over the last
Lapo
48
for
hours.
what?
He stays because they say
Or his
it's
weight,
because the
like,
way
he
he's
gets-
built. They say he's fat. It's not fat. He's just too muscular. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't say he looks looking.
He's
fat.
like an
Exactly.
NFL linebacker. Reece
Yeah, he looks
James.
well, like.
Yeah,
You know what
He's
it is?
not-
I think his shoulders
wrong
is
with
like
that.
swimmer shoulders, so they're just wide as hell.
Yeah,
exactly.
like an
Yeah, it's
NFL
his-
linebacker or running
Yeah,
back
it's
or
his
whatever.
frame.
All
It's
right.
his
He'd
frame.
be
Yeah.
perfect for the NFL. I can't lie to you. Anyway, before we move on to the last game, I think Andrew's been hammered enough. Everyone watching us right now, please don't forget to clap the like
Come on, let's
button.
go. Come on.
Subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. 200 people watching us right now. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Big up to Morshin, MSFC, Saturday, Shamojis, Albert, Midway, Steve, and AJ for the super chats. And now it's time to change the background, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to head to the last game.
For all the fans of Liverpool, vamos, Man United, get out, Man United, get out. Vamos.
Hold that. So, Jerry, talk to me.
Hold
United
on.
2-0 up against Sevilla.
Wait,
The great
hold on.
province
Hold
of
on, hold on.
Andalusia.
That
Talk to me,
video,
bro.
you should be used to that video. You're out of every competition. Like, so
Yeah,
why you
correct.
doing it to me?
I
bro?
listened to that.
We're
when
still,
I
we're still in
cancelled.
every competition.
Yeah, so
You're
tell
not.
me, brother. Talk to me about the game.
Yeah, we bowled it. I'm not here to lie. 2-0 up. We came back 2-2. Unfortunate 2 jammy goals, own goals. And yeah, man, that's
What about so what about Ten Hag?
That's it,
Yeah,
Jerry.
I was
That's
about to
the
ask that. I'm a
I
fan
only
of it,
want
by the
Man
way.
United fans. I know that he did
7
wonders
seconds
with your
analysis,
squad.
Jerry. You got to give me more than that.
Give
bro.
me something
more.
about Ten Hag.
Ten Hag subs.
Yeah, give me
subs
Ten
today.
Hag, give me centre backs, give me forwards. Speak.
No,
man.
listen. Ten Hag, he's got his subs wrong today. I don't know why he decided to take off Bruno, Marshall, and Sancho, which just killed our whole attack. Bringing on Weghorst, Elanga, and who else came on? I can't remember. I didn't understand the reason why. The centre back, the injuries as well, just unfortunate. Maguire coming on. I don't think he even had a bad game. Just unlucky with a goal. First half, we actually played well. It was all over them, and we just weren't clinical enough. 2-0 flattered the scoreline in the first half. We should have been like 3-4 up, but 2-0, you're thinking like, cool, we're gonna get the third in the second half, and then yeah, man, that own goal you could just tell the equalizer was coming, and it came unfortunately, but it's still 2-2. I'm not gonna panic and move mad like other fans have been. The only main concern for me is the injuries for the rest of the season in the league, going for the top 4 spot. So that's the main concern.
Yeah,
for
I'm
me.
seeing the injuries, by the way. Shaw, Rashford, Garnacho, Varane, and Martinez.
Yeah,
Jesus, it's a 3 of your back 4.
Bro,
Jesus Christ.
it's Martinez one. Luckily, he's not under his Achilles. They're saying it could be his metatarsal, which could be 4 to 5 weeks, which is not that bad. If it was his Achilles, I'll be crying right now.
I can't lie,
Where
45
it-
weeks is bad because that's the
It
season.
ain't bad, but Achilles is 9 months, bro. That's
You know what
Yeah.
your problem is? Maguire. That's your problem.
Is the Achilles near the
let me-
metatarsal or what? I'm not a
You know,
medical
let me
it's the
tell
guy.
back of the-
you,
back of
and I want to see if he agrees.
back of the
As a
ankle.
United fan, he came into my post-match space. He's like, "There is no man I hate on earth more than Harry Maguire." I don't know if you share that same feeling after what happened today.
Now, for me, did you see the own goal? He couldn't do anything. That's just unlucky. I'm not going to blame him for that goal. That just hit his big head, lab head, and it's gone in the goal. I'm not going to blame him for that goal. The guy I blame for this whole defeat is Tyrone Malacia. That first goal, what's he doing, bro? That's stinky.
Not Ten Hag?
Nah, we was 2-0 up, 86 minutes.
No, but today the substitutions, you've got to blame him. I'm sorry.
Nah. The isolated incident when we brought them back into the game was that first goal they scored. It was
How-
not me. Back
But
post.
this is the quarter final. He changed it too much, though.
Nah, bro,
He did change
bro,
it too much.
That's
You
not
said
why
it
we lost,
yourself.
though. No, the subs were weird, but we were still in.
Yeah.
We were still in control. It was 2-0. We should have saw it home. That first goal they scored, back post, just see it out, kick it out for a corner, kick it out for a throw. He hesitates. His Navas comes back post. Malacia scores the own goal. The ascendancy is on them for them to get an equalizer. You can just tell it was coming. It was under the cosh. Martinez just then goes off. We have 10 men because we've made all our subs. The equalizer was coming. Malacia, just clear your lines, and we see it 2-0. But he flopped, and yeah, man, we go to Sevilla.
Malacia is such an easy scapegoat for you. I can't lie. I'm not letting
Bro,
you do
did
that.
you see the goal?
So
Go watch
easy.
the goal, please. Go watch the goal, please.
No, I get you, but it's so easy to scapegoat
It's
Malacia.
not
But
easy. He's the reason why we lost. He
no,
is.
for me, it's the subs, honestly.
Nah.
How about
we
it's
did it 2-0.
both? How about it's
No.
both? This is a collect. What do you hear all the time, right? You win as a team, you lose as a team.
Cap.
Here is my problem.
No.
Here's
You
my
can
problem with Man United fans is that the talk about Malacia in the beginning of the season. I said it the first time this guy touched the ground. I said this guy is good, but he's not good enough to play Man United. And if you want to move to the next level, Terrell Malacia is not the guy for you. And everybody from Man United fans said, no, he is great, and he's not good. He's not
a
good
backup
enough.
for a reason.
It's the same as Martial up top. Yes, played great today, fantastic. And then comes the end of the season, he's gonna be great. He's gonna play great, and you're not gonna sign a forward because he is playing good.
No, we will.
And you're gonna be in the same. You're gonna be in the same place.
No. We will definitely sign.
That's what you say. That's the
promise you.
problem.
I
It
promise.
happened many times. I've seen this movie. But Eric Ten Hag, though, I want to say Eric Ten Hag. Eric Ten Hag has changed Man United this year. Fantastic. But how many times have seen Eric Ten Hag in big games flops? How many times have seen Eric Ten Hag in big games?
He has his flaws. We're not gonna say he's the Messiah and he's the greatest we've ever had. And bro, he's just come. Like
I was told that Eric Ten Hag is the second best coach in the world right now after Pep Guardiola.
Man United fans.
And why do you take those
Tons.
people seriously?
No,
Ten Hag is a
I'm
manager
serious,
on the
my
rise,
friend.
not
I'm
at the
serious, my
top.
friend.
That's a
Really,
joke,
Man
bro.
United fans, a lot of them, and it's not only
Second
one or
coach.
two, said that Eric Ten Hag is the second best coach in the world after Pep Guardiola.
Wow,
I heard it in a lot of places on
Who's
spaces on
saying these
Twitter.
things? What?
I'm not gonna name your name. You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm
They
talking
can't be
about.
serious, man. You can't chat to people like that. Like, come on, man.
You
Like,
can't.
it's
No,
not
it's not
a
even you
fan
can't
base.
chat to people.
But you're not
It's just-
being serious because you're not blaming him for today. You're blaming Malacia, which is easy.
No, yeah.
That's
I'm
like me
gonna
blaming
blame
Henderson every week.
The isolated incident for
You
me
do.
that changed the game was Malacia.
So you want to isolate that?
Daddy, you
You
can't
want to
isolate
isolate
one
the
incident.
game into Malacia's mistake? How come after Malacia's like the own goal? How come you didn't take control of the game? How
Yeah,
come
you
you
collapsed.
allowed them?
The
How
10
come
men
you
killed us.
allowed them to take control of the
The
game?
10 men killed
How mu-
Martinez going off, killed everything. We 10 men against 11, bro, was holding up for their life. We had no outlet.
come
Now
on,
Pep
man.
When
goes-
Maguire got subbed on, the energy in that stadium zapped.
To be
That's
honest, I think
completely
Eric Ten Hag.
unfair.
I think Eric Ten Hag rushed the subs out.
He did.
Disrupted the flow of Man United. You could have had one sub. I think by the minute 65, he thought about the game Sunday. He stopped thinking about this game and he's thinking about the game Sunday. He's thinking about the top four of the league, thinking that this game is wrapped up because you could have been 5-0 up. But he thought, yeah, I'm out. I'm done. This game is done, over. We're going to go to Sevilla and we're going to win this. And that's a mistake. There's no coach that should have done this, to be honest. He shouldn't have done this. He's thinking about the next game before this game is done. And now you're in a terrible situation. 2-2.
I can't lie. Man United are out already. I'm gonna be real.
To be
You
honest,
think Man United are out already?
I
No.
said before Sevilla were gonna
Guys, with
League.
Guys,
all due
just to be
respect-
honest, Hosam, just to be honest, Sevilla are terrible.
Yeah,
Let's just put it in real. Sevilla are absolutely an
Oh,
atrocious.
did you
team
not start
football.
the show by speaking about football heritage?
Yeah, but yes, yeah. But
Are Sevilla not the Real Madrid of this competition? Be real.
they are 100%. But also, there's a new coach. Man United as well as a big team.
2-2 today.
This is
Old Trafford.
Old
So
Trafford.
you think Man United are gonna go with all these injuries to Sevilla and win?
I don't think so. But I think Rashford might be back. Is that
No,
next
he
week?
ain't back.
He ain't back.
No.
But remember, there's no away goals.
Even
now,
if
so
Rashford is
essentially
back,
it's
what
0-0.
difference does that make? Like, it doesn't make a difference right now.
But essentially, the game's 0-0 now. There's no away goals. I wouldn't write off Man United completely in this. You know what I mean? Injuries will affect them, but without the away, if away goals was still in force, then yeah, you'd obviously fancy
So Andrew,
Sevilla, right?
without Shaw, without Martinez, without Bruno, without Rashford, do you think they can
Wait,
make
is
it?
Bruno injured?
No, he's suspended, my friend.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. Sorry, I didn't. Sorry, okay, I'm getting new information. I didn't watch the game. I don't watch Thursday night football.
I wouldn't rule Man United
so-
out.
I don't watch that.
But I think
I don't.
in just 5 minutes, the game turned from 70-30 in Man United to like 70-30 to Sevilla.
But that was what we spoke. That's what I spoke of before. They don't have enough leaders to step up and say, "Calm down. Let's see this game out 2-1." Right?
I don't think they have any leaders.
Right.
That
That's what I mean.
Bruno
That's-
that
Yep.
Bruno leader thing, that Bruno leadership
Right,
thing.
I agree.
Whiny
I
Bruno
agree.
yelling at the referee.
Bruno
That's not
is the
leadership,
biggest
my
rat
friend.
on earth.
That's not leadership. Whining
No,
at the
can't stand
referees and yelling at the referee's face.
To be
That's
fair,
not leadership.
the
my
referee
friend.
was shocking today. That yellow he received, what the hell? How's that?
Yeah, but that
there you
happens.
That's a joke,
Yeah,
man.
I agree with
Everyone
you.
gets screwed over by bad
That was
refs.
Man
bullshit.
United
Everyone.
fans speaking
It
about
was
referee.
BS.
Where's your self-awareness?
What do you mean? So we
Where's
can't
your
speak about it.
self-awareness as a Man
So we
United
can't
fan
speak about
speaking
it.
on referees?
So we can't speak
Where's
about
your
it.
awareness?
So we can't speak about it.
About the referee? What? How did the referee?
That's not a yellow
influence
card.
the game?
It's not a yellow card.
Aw,
It wasn't.
You
It
also
definitely
shouldn't
wasn't,
have.
to be fair.
You also shouldn't have bottled the 2-goal lead. How about that? That's more important.
All right,
How
but
about
we're
the
still in the
substitutions?
time. You know
The
what's funny? You're
substitutions are more
acting like,
important.
hold on, listen. I've waited a long time to speak. Can I speak, please? Thank you.
Okay,
Of course,
speak.
the floor is yours.
Like,
But listen,
you're acting like this is the tie that knocked us out of the Europa League and we're out. Like this is the first leg, and you're there sitting smug when you're not even in Europe yourself. Like I don't get the smugness, bro. It's 2-2.
That's
got a
such a
second
lame
leg, bro.
reply. Oh, you ain't in Europe.
And you're not though. You're bare smiling like your
What a
team is
goal
great.
for Man United. It's
Your team-
3-2. Liverpool aren't in Europe. What a goal.
Your team stinks, bro. Like you
Who
can't be
cares?
saying
Yes,
that.
okay. My team stinks. We suck. What does that have to do with 2-2?
Yeah, you're acting like we're out. Like I don't get it.
Long story
Yeah, but
short,
that's what I
Hussam
honestly think.
and
I think you're out already.
Oh, you think we're out? I don't think we're out. I think we'll
let him finish, Hassan, because he
Okay,
said
so
he
yeah,
has
Bruno-
been- he
Bruno
said
missing-
I wasn't talking for a while. So go ahead.
Bruno missing, cool. We can just put Ericsson in there. I think we have enough to go there and beat Sevilla away. All this doom and gloom that everyone's saying, oh, you bottled it, like there's not a second leg. Like if this was the second leg and we're out, cool, banter us, blah blah blah. But if we go next week and we knock them out, are you gonna give us praise? No, you're not. So like everyone just needs to calm down. But it's the first leg, bro. Like,
I actually would. Oh, sorry. Go on.
So you think with the injuries you could go to Sevilla and win?
absolutely.
I think they
I
got
don't
a
know if that's
chance.
your heart speaking or you being delusional.
No, I'm
honestly.
being real. Bruno's out, cool. We got midfielder Bruno, Sabitzer, Casemiro, Martial, Anthony Sancho. I think we have enough to score and win the game.
The problem is center backs.
Centre backs, yeah, that's a bit sticky, but
That is
Obviously.
that is what I will say. What I do want to say about Sevilla, real quick,
Yeah.
is that they're doing this in the Europa League lately. In this campaign so far, Fenerbahce should have killed them off. They had a few goal lead on them, and also I forget who else they played in Europa League. And we have to look. It was PSV Eindhoven. Also should have eliminated them. But the problem with Sevilla is that they're the boogeyman. They're the boogeyman. Until you kill them off, you can't write them off. For whatever
This
reason.
competition
That's-
is always like
And so
they find a way in the Europa.
And so-
Always
exactly, and that's why I would give Man United credit if they went to Sevilla and advanced, whether that's on penalties, if they smash them, because killing the boogeyman.
David De Gea and goal. Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely, I'll give them credit.
You are so not confident the way you said the right there. Name the
No,
last
I'm
time
not saying they
played
will.
the-
I think Sevilla will get the result to advance,
Yes.
just because they are the boogeyman. Because Manchester United were 2-0 up and could have been a few more, and they came back somehow. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. It's just a prediction.
Now we gifted them the goals. They didn't do anything special, man.
But that doesn't even, the boogeyman doesn't have to wait. Boogeyman can
Oh,
wake up
cool.
by
I'm-
himself.
I'm-
It could be that you left
I
the
hear what
door
you're saying,
unlocked. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
confident we go there and win. I'm that confident.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
can't lie to you,
You should be.
You know, Jerry, there's agendas and then there's us being real. And I look at your injuries. That's the thing. Like, the problem is
The
you have
center
injuries
backs.
as well. Yeah, like Shaw, you just spoke on Malacia. So he's going to start
Yeah.
again. You've got no Rashford. You've got no Garnacho. And Varane and Martinez both could be out. So you're looking at Maguire Lindelof partnership. I don't know how you can trust that. I'm gonna be real with you.
And who would you start?
Yeah,
go
who
on.
would you start if you like?
Dalot or Wan-Bissaka?
No, I think Wan-Bissaka had a good game today. I'll continue to
Yeah, I
play.
thought he
agree.
did too.
I agree. I think Wan-Bissaka.
I already mentioned the front six, and I think that's enough. Yeah, the defense worries me a bit because.
But who's the front six though?
I just said so.
Tell
Sabitzer,
me.
Casemiro, and Ericsson. Obviously, Bruno's out.
Midfield.
And then the
Okay,
same-
good midfield.
The same front three as today. Anthony, which I think had a great game today, should have
Yeah.
scored. Anthony, Sancho, and Martial. I think that's enough to get the result.
Are you-
in Spain.
Bro, as a Man United fan though, you must be biting your fingernails all the. You probably don't have any more about Martial's fitness.
Bro, in all my group chats, yeah, we cuss him, but we know he's a Billy. But the injuries and the
He's fantastic,
unavailability is absolutely ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
And it's annoying because we know if he was fit, I think we'll be much clearer of the top four as it is. But he's just
Possible, yeah. Because
He's a
Ten
very
Hag
good-
likes him. He's spoken
Yeah,
in press
he's a good
conferences
player,
like
like
he's
you said
crucial.
today. He played good today. Like, but He's always injured. He's unavailable.
Yeah.
He's so annoying to deal with, and that's why I say 100% we're getting a forward this summer. We have to. There's no way you can rely on Martial. He's just the most unreliable guy you can ever meet, bruv. So, yeah, man.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's not doom and gloom. We're still in the tie. Away goal is not there. So, yeah, man. Confident for the next leg still.
Okay, I hear you. Andrew, you want to say anything on the game? I don't know if you watched it.
I didn't watch
Yes,
it.
I
I
watch
didn't watch it, but
Thursdays.
I didn't watch it, but I understand where Jerry's coming from. It's not with the away goals now not counting. It's essentially 0-0, right? It's 0-0,
Yeah.
right? And do you know what they had? Like say, when did the injuries? Obviously, the injuries will play a factor in it. Bruno not playing will play a factor in it. I mean, I don't know what it says about Sevilla when Sabitzer scored twice. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of those. It's just one of those things, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? If Sabitzer scoring twice on you, then you shouldn't be 100% sure for the next leg either. We understand heritage and this is Sevilla's competition. I just wouldn't rule Man United out. It's not 100%. Just don't rule them out. That's all. You have to give them.
I am ruling them out because of the injuries.
I know
bro.
you are, Sam. I'm talking.
Yeah, of course you
No,
would.
but you guys, here's the thing. There's agenda and then there's realism. Andrew, Maguire, Lindelof starting at centre back next
No,
week.
I know, but I'm just saying. I'm not saying I don't think they'll go through, but I'm not going to write.
Have you beaten bigger teams with them too? Like, actually, like,
Right.
they
You
never.
know what I love? Steve's
Oh.
like, no, it's not over yet. And Andrew's like, not over yet, but I don't think they're going to go through. So you're saying what I'm saying?
No, I don't think. I think Sevilla are advancing. I think Sevilla are advancing
You're
because of the
saying what
injuries
I'm
or
saying.
something.
I'm just saying it like an asshole, and you're saying it like a nice guy. That's the only difference.
No, I'm just saying. I don't think they're going to go through, but it wouldn't surprise me if they did. I'm going to sit on the fence. It might break the way I am, but you know.
Where are you putting your money on, Andrew? If you had to, if you had to.
Listen. I would put it down to Sevilla with the heritage and everything like that. But would I be surprised? Would I be surprised if I
So
lose
you
my
all
money?
disagree with me, man. It's just
And
my
Sam,
delivery.
You could have ended it, but you said but.
Sam, I think you might. Listen, I would have waited till the second leg to have a go at Man United. This is only the first leg,
This is
right?
what
They're
I
not
said.
out of it.
This
You
is
know
what I
I mean?
said.
They're not out of it. If they
Gaza, low key, you know you're out. That
No,
second
how?
goal, that second
No,
goal
no.
by Nesyri made you out. Like
Nah.
that's my thing.
How does that make us out?
Bro, I've explained it to you logically.
No, you
Logically
haven't.
speaking.
You're just saying we're out. We're out. How?
Okay, I've explained it logically, but you ain't listening. So listen
Go
carefully.
go again.
Point
'cause
number
it's
one.
making no sense.
You were 2-0 up. It ended up being 2-2. So now it's 0-0. It's their home ground. So it's advantage them by definition because you're going away from home. Number two, the centre-back partnership is your weakest possible centre-back partnership. Maguire and Lindelof, both of which have weaknesses. Number three, Luke Shaw's out. You just laid into Malacia. Malacia is going to start again. You're going to have to start again in the Europa League. Number four, fixture congestion because you've got Brighton that you've got to face next week in the FA Cup.
yeah.
So it's not like you're on the beach. You have to go to Wembley and then you have to go to Sevilla again and win. So do you have the minerals?
See,
to do all of that?
You're wrong. We got Sevilla next week. Brighton's after that.
Yeah, it's Sevilla next week.
Yeah, Sevilla, Brighton. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So what's wrong with that?
Yes, but just saying fixture congestion. So you've got Sevilla and then you got
We're
Brighton.
gonna go
Who's
strong.
They got Nottingham Forest on Sunday.
Yeah.
I know you guys. I said it in reverse. It's not that
No.
deep,
You're not
man.
making sense, bro.
Oh, so all my points don't make sense.
I didn't say all, but some of them you're just chatting.
Okay, ignore the last point. Speak on the first four then.
Just because-
Okay, and also, by the way, I forgot to ask you, do you blame De Gea for any of the goals? Because I don't know whether you agree with some of the United fans who are criticizing him. on social media.
No. The first one, how's he supposed to save the Maguire when it comes off his head? Like that's changed. The guy's
It's a
head was
deflection.
so wide. Yeah, big deflection. How's he supposed to take that? No, I don't.
The
blame De Gea.
second one, I don't know if you.
That
The
is
second one is a gigantic deflection.
Yeah. he
Sorry,
can't-
the first one.
Oh,
It's impossible to save Hassan. It's absolutely impossible to save. The
Yeah, you
speed
can't
of the
save.
ball because he was actually putting his weight all on
Hey,
the right.
I've got to
Like,
ask the
impossible.
questions. That's all. I'm just asking.
Okay. I know she
I
that's what the
comment
host
these-
does.
Mr. Mo, give me your opinion before we wrap up on the whole Man United situation. Like, do you see them going out?
I wouldn't put my money on them to go through, of course. How would I would be stupid to put my money on them to go through with all these injuries? Like, I'm sorry. Yes, they can go through. Everybody has a chance, and their chance is not. Like, their chance are bigger than Bayern Munich chance against Man City. But
Oh, yes.
also with all these injuries, I would give them 30% chance. But let me just say something, Osam, that would be very strange. If they don't go through, it's a massive failure, even from
course.
this point.
Yeah.
Even from this point.
Right.
Sevilla are 16th in the league.
Yeah.
Yes, with this manager, they haven't lost, but they're absolutely an atrocious team at the moment. Yes, in Europa League, but don't give me any excuse. Man United, it doesn't matter if it's Lindelof,
They're
Maguire,
5 points above the
Malaysia.
relegation zone.
Yes.
FYI.
Yeah, 5
It
points.
doesn't matter if it's Maguire, Lindelof, Sancho, Anthony, Martial. You have to go through Ericsson, Casemiro, Sabitzer. Man United, I know that the excuses are going to come out with, oh my God, the injuries and stuff.
No.
Your
No
squad and your team now should beat Sevilla home and away, no matter what injuries you have. You agree on this?
Yeah, of course. I said next week. I'm confident we go through.
Nah,
What I will also say on the Sevilla side of things, because they played Friday against Celta de Vigo, and they had the same exact thing happen to them. They went 2-0 up. Acuna scored a peach, literally a dart, right corner, 81st minute, 2-0, bam. They had a red card pretty much the whole game. Then Celta Vigo scored in the 89th minute, red card Sevilla, and then Sevilla conceded a last-minute equalizer in the 93rd minute. So it literally happened in 2 straight games.
Man United are playing a game
insane.
against a team that has Eric Lamela as the center forward. Let me just.
I can't lie.
Fernando
Today,
in midfield.
Yeah.
that comeback, bro. I'm like Jesus Navas. I used him in FIFA 11. Like that's such a long time ago.
Eric
remember them old FIFAs where all what mattered
To be
was
fair,
pace?
Ocampos had a good game, I thought. for
Rakitic
Sevilla.
is their main midfielder, bro. Rakitic and
Yeah.
Lamela is their top forward. I'm sorry. This is a team that you should
They got Suso.
This will be the worst.
Suso.
This will be the
It's
worst. Sevilla team.
2014. This is
They've got Spurs
2014.
rejects, Liverpool rejects, City rejects. It's
If they
bad.
win
Like,
this, if Sevilla
Well,
win this if Sevilla win the Europa League, this will be the worst Sevilla team to ever win the Europa League.
I
By
agree.
far.
100%.
It won't even be close. It won't even be
Bro,
close.
remember Suso in like 13, 14 Liverpool?
For AC
where-
Milan.
Oh my God, is he still playing?
Yes, he came off the bench for
Suso.
Sevilla tonight. He
Suso.
plays for Sevilla.
Suso,
He plays
bro,
a lot
you
for
got
them.
Lamela.
Like,
I was-
this
you don't
Sevilla team is so outdated. It's unbelievable. Like it's
You know
so
what was waiting for
unbelievable.
in Zanzibar?
Like they're
Just to compete
outdated
with-
more than us. We have Mkhitaryan. Like this team is so outdated. It's unbelievable. It's just
Yo, Mkhitaryan for you guys has been pretty good. Not as good as Çalhanoğlu, but Mkhitaryan
No,
is
but
actually
I'm talking
like
about outdated players. Like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Rakitic.
yeah.
Oh my God, Jesus Navas. Oh my God.
He's like
Lamela-
Bro, you know
Lamela-
10 years ago when you used to play FIFA, like the only thing that mattered in the game was pace. That's the
Yeah,
only thing
yeah,
that
yeah.
anyone cared
Marcos
about.
Acuna, 31 years
Jesus
old.
Navas was the king of
Yeah, I can't lie to you. And you know the best part today, so many Argentinians, and every time the commentator kept repeating the same stuff, like, "Oh, World Cup winner Papu Gomez. Oh, World Cup winner Acuna." And I have to say, as someone like I'm not neutral, because I hate Man United. I was supporting Sevilla, of course, but today
Of course you
that
was.
Acuna Anthony beef, I loved it. I love when
Yeah.
people get into it like that. Like and that excites me. I'm like, bring
And
back
who's the
real
guy-
football.
Brazil,
Who's the
Argentina.
guy that scored the penalty for Argentina that won the cup?
Montiel.
He's a
Montiel.
pussy, bro.
Yep.
What a pussy. What a Nah. Someone touched his face like this. This guy was, but he was down for like 5 minutes. I couldn't believe it. What a
He's
pussy.
probably learned from Bruno. But anyway, listen,
Nah,
we've
nah.
tortured you enough.
That was.
We're
that
gonna
was-
wrap it up here. Jerry, just make a promise now in front of the people.
What's that? Yeah.
Next week, inshallah, when I tell you to come on, you ain't gonna bottle it. Huh?
No, cool, but make sure you invite me when we win. Don't just invite us when we lose, bro. When
Jerry?
we win,
I will
Really?
actually
Did
give you credit.
when we
Steve,
win.
no, Steve, 1 second, because this guy turned line my name. Jerry, Jerry, you got the whole thing. Tell the people right now. Did I not invite you the last time? 3
you're
times
right,
you
you're
won.
right.
The last 3 times you won. Be honest.
No, but make sure as soon as the win,
There you are. There you are.
as soon as the final whistle when we win, send me the link. Don't wait, bro.
Okay,
Send me the link,
okay.
bro.
I hear you. I hear you. Okay, fair enough.
You got this. Man.
We just got 2 super chats to run through. We've got a question actually from a panelist to a panelist. Winter Surfer, is Rafa Benitez proper Chelsea?
He's more proper. Yes, he is. He's proper.
He was
won
about to say something
He won
wild
something.
and he stopped himself. Thank God. I knew where he was going with this. Steve, you know, as soon as he sent that super chat, I DM'd him. I was like, I promise Andrew wants to slap you. Like, just reading that. Because there's 2 managers that made Chelsea so toxic. And I know Andrew's going to agree.
Ah, yes.
Benitez and Sarri is the second one, where it was
Oh,
just toxic as hell. Sarri
I'm
and-
enjoying Sarri with Lazio. To
And
be fair.
can I just say, Sarri didn't deserve that toxicity. As much as I didn't like some of his football, he didn't deserve that
Yeah,
toxicity.
Yeah, your
Benitez-
fans are stupid, bro.
Benitez did
Sorry.
deserve the
Time,
toxicity
guys.
as well. But then, Andrew, here's the thing. This is where I think Abramovich messed up. I think if in 2012, sorry, you gave me Mourinho, Anfield would have been toxic as well. Like, let's cut the crap.
Yeah.
After 6 years of wars, you're gonna bring me the enemy to manage me? Are you mad?
Exactly right. It's
Yeah,
like
I hear
no
you.
self-awareness. That's what it is.
Big up AJ, who says if United don't make UCL next season, Eric Ten Hag should be sacked.
But what if they
Ah.
get top 4 and win the UCL next year?
What if I end up with Megan Fox and Rihanna together?
And what if I steal them both?
We won't see you streaming for a while. That's
You can't steal them both. You can only steal one. So you can hold that respectfully.
I'll just go
Guys,
after
don't ask
Alex
Unreal.
Morgan then.
Bro, there is no chance Man United win the Champions League next season. Come on.
How do
man.
you know? AC
Because-
Milan, Inter, Benfica, and Napoli are on one side of the pot. So
Mo-
that means one of those four teams
Mo is
could
a
win the
Serie A
Champions League.
fan, and he'll tell you right now himself. I don't even have to say shit. The Serie A clubs were lucky to end up in that side of the draw. Am I lying? Mo?
100%.
Oh yeah.
Hold that, Steve. Hold that. So if it was
They're there.
No. You ain't gonna do this. So if we reverse it
there.
a little bit, if we gave Napoli and AC Milan to City, and if we gave Inter Milan to Real Madrid, do you think they'd be smiling right now?
Why
No,
not?
of course not.
Oh, come on.
No. Why not?
You're just being unrealistic.
Anyway, it's iftar time.
Yes, I'm gonna wrap it up now. So big up to you guys. Gonna end it here. Hour 22 minutes. Big up to you, Mo. Allah يقبل صيامك.
Thank you
حبيبي.
so much.
Big up Steve, AJ, big up Midway, Albert, Mujis, Saturday, Messi, FC, and Morshin. Everyone watching us right now, like the video, subscribe. There's still 200 people. We're gonna go to Mo first. They're gonna let you know where you can find him. So okay, go eat. Mo, where can people find you, brother?
If you want to watch Premier League content, you watch us in Never a Foul, of course, every day. I'm there doing content. And if you want to watch Inter stuff, watch alongs and stuff, it's Inter Worldwide. That's the thing, it's Inter Worldwide.
Why am I not subbed to you, bro? I need more Serie A content, to be fair.
Big up,
Good.
Mo, man. Big up. And enjoy your iftar, akhi. Big up to you, man.
Thank you.
Big up to you. Steve, my guy, debut on a panel show because you bottled it last time. Where can people find you?
You can find me Strasbourg Steve on YouTube, STRASBOURG. So Strasbourg, whatever. Yeah, so that's my YouTube, and Twitter is Stove Mahala, MACHALA all together. There you go.
Big up, Steve. Andrew, the winter surfer, is back. He wishes he could be surfing in the winter in the World Cup.
With Rafa
Andrew, where can people
Benitez,
find you?
the most proper Chelsea.
So follow me there. I'll tweet out what I'm on. I'm usually on Casually FC and Sarcasm City TV a lot. We're gearing up for the NBA playoffs.
Can't wait.
So
for that.
we'll be that'll be on Twitch, I believe. But yeah, we're on Twitch and YouTube. But more importantly, follow and subscribe to this channel, please.
Appreciate you, Andrew. And by the way,
Yes.
people asking, Andrew's definitely proper Chelsea. 100%.
No, I'm not. Do not label me proper Chelsea. Do not.
I know how
label
to
me-
get on Andrew's last
Yeah,
nerve.
no,
I'm telling
you
you
might
right
as well-
now. I
You
know.
might as well kick me in the balls instead of labeling me proper Chelsea. Okay?
Proper
Seriously.
Chelsea, Andrew. Proper Chelsea.
Oh,
man. Proper
top
Chelsea.
red-
Big
top
up to
red
you,
is out.
bro.
Top red
Big
is
up to
out.
you. And finally, Jazza, he got roasted for about 30 minutes today, but he held it down. Next week, inshallah, we're going to bring you back. Where can people find you?
Oh yeah, by the way, Lamella, red card. Yeah, Twitter handle on the screen. United team talk on the YouTube. Nah, was that not a red card though? Let's be real.
No,
Come
it
on,
wasn't.
guys.
I don't think it was. I don't know why you guys
Casemiro
think
did
it
that.
is.
He would
Control
have got
the
sent
ball.
off. He would have got sent off if Casemiro did that. Come on.
Mo
guys.
is leaving his iftar to tell you it was the red card.
Dude, it was
Nah.
definitely not a red card.
Red
Like the
card,
guy,
man.
the tackle was so quick, and he was just trying to kick the
Nah,
ball.
bro.
It wasn't even
Bro,
that
He's
high.
trying to control the ball, man.
Oh my
Have
God,
shame.
you
Have
guys-
shame.
Control the
This
ball.
this red card thing with Man United since Casemiro got a red card is getting ridiculous. It's every
Nah, it's
tackle
not.
now.
I agree.
A
Same
tackle now
energy.
that happens
You
in the
have the same
Brazilian league.
energy.
I'm looking at Twitter. A tackle happened in the Brazilian league. It's like, if that was Casemiro, would have been a red card. A tackle happens
Yeah,
here in
same
America.
energy.
Come on,
Same
same
energy,
energy,
man.
come on, guys, just move
Nah,
on.
Okay,
man.
so
Yeah,
the
that's
FA is not in charge of the Brazilian league. Anyway, big up to you
Yeah.
guys. Love for the love. Make sure you slap the likes. Make sure you follow everyone on this lovely panel right here. And if you missed any other ads, like Steve when he wants to insert French unnecessarily mid-sentence. Go to my announcement tweet at DonHussam6 and you'll find every single one of them, guys. Great guys all along. I vouch for all four, even Jerry and Hamza, who has disappeared for the last half an hour. I don't know where the fuck he's
He
gone.
was waffling.
My man
Oh
came
my-
up here. He chatted
Bro.
shit about City.
Our atmosphere improved when he stopped talking. Our atmosphere.
Why do you think I
improved.
wasn't talking? I had a headache. He was waffling. Oh my god.
Big
Wow.
up, big up, man. Love for the love, guys. See you guys tomorrow.